Hey, what is up, everybody? steviebreech coming to you with a video. This video, I'm going to be running down my DVD pickups and etc. for the last couple days because I've had a couple stuff roll in. Basically, what I'm doing today, I woke up and I was checking my podcast, listen to a podcast every day of a radio show in Atlanta, and I noticed that Dave Lagana put up a podcast today, formerly Creative. Dave Lagana is the former writer and producer for WWE, as well as a producer for Ring of Honor right now, and he runs a site called I Want Wrestling. And if you have never checked out his podcasts, I believe this would be a great podcast to get on you. Formerly Creative today, he has four former writers for the WWE that he was involved with at his time. John Carl is one, and some others. I mean, he was the head guy on SmackDown. He was the head guy of ECW for a while before he was shown the door of WWE. The Ghana runs an awesome podcast. I've listened to every episode, and this is my chance to let you guys know. All you have to do is go into iTunes and type in I Want Wrestling, or just go to iwantwrestling.com. And if anything's going to get you into it, it's the episode today. He basically had three writers come to him saying he wanted to do the show because of how big the CM Punk situation was on Monday. It's all I thought about yesterday, and it's all I'm thinking about today. It's just like I can't wait to see what happens with this and where it goes to, and everything on that. Speaking of the CM Punk thing, hi Jim Nye, how you doing, buddy? See you at the family outing in July. All right, it's gonna be cool. So the first pickup I got was the Over the Limit 2011 Blu-ray. Bing! Had to pick this up from Amazon.com. I'm having a real hard time, and a lot of other people. I had Dylan asked me on Twitter yesterday if I had found this on Blu-ray in stores yet. Just head on over to Amazon. That's where I got it. I believe it was $18.99. Most of the time, if you buy the WB releases the first week that they're on Amazon, they're on sale, and they tend to be the cheapest price out there. Walmart was $19.99. You had to pay $1.99 shipping. Walmart shipping is all right. It's not spectacular. It normally takes me about 5 days to get here. Like, this came out last Tuesday, and I got it on Tuesday, so it took about a week also for them. But the one cool thing about Amazon is that they offer free shipping on anything over $25 that you buy from inside the store. So I got the Over the Limit Blu-ray. I'll be doing a review on this. I watched this last night and this morning. You got Daniel Bryan and The Miz on the front. You got John Cena versus the Miz. You got good old Randy Orton against Christian there for you. I was a little upset on this. And you look at the DVD extras, they don't give you Monday Night Raw, and they stopped giving us SmackDown a long time ago, but they give you lots of clips. Jack Swagger makes an appearance in an I Quit match against John Cena on this. And it just got random various other things, but the one thing that they really passed over that I just was really surprised. Oh, you know what? I just noticed this. I read this twice before I made this video. Really cool. Bret the Hitman Hart against Jerry the King Lawler, Kiss My Foot match from 1993. Wow, that's really cool. That makes up for what I'm about to slam them on for. But you know, last month the Extreme Rules Blu-ray came out, and that was the first DVD where they didn't give us the Monday Night Raw, and they just gave us random clips instead. And the one thing I smashed them for was that Christian won the World Heavyweight title that night from Alberto Del Rio, and the next night he dropped it to Randy Orton on the SmackDown tapings, and that wasn't included on here, even though like when The Miz won the title from Randy Orton, and when he cashed in the Money in the Bank, that was on the Survivor Series, even though it happened the next night after the Survivor Series. It was a big enough deal, the title changing hands, and I thought it should have been involved on one of these, and they didn't give it to us. So we're going to have to wait for hopefully a Best of SmackDown or a Best of WWE TV this year, however it's going to be released. But honestly, that should be in our hands already, and I was really hoping for it. As I said, I picked this up from Amazon. $19.99, you buy over $25, you get free shipping. You're saying, well, if it was $19.99, how are you going to get free shipping? What you have to do is you have to look through your DVD collection. You have to find something you haven't found. I found SummerSlam 2009. The trick about this is you can't buy it from a normal person who sells their used DVDs on there. You have to find it for somebody who sends their DVDs into Amazon and has Amazon sell them for them, so it comes through Amazon shipping. This was $4 or $5, so when you put this together, it's over $25. So bam, I got free shipping. But if you don't get free shipping, I believe shipping with Amazon is $3. So if you minus the $5 that I paid for this to get the free shipping, I really got this for $2. So it's a steal when you can pick stuff up like this. It gets hard when you become a collector like I have, and you get almost everything, and it's hard to find something that is still cheap, but it sells through Amazon, so on and so forth. But I got this right here for you for like 25, 26. I can't remember, but you do the math. I just told you the numbers. $18.99 plus $5. And then I also got greatest cage matches of all time. Picked that up at Walmart last night. Can't really wait to watch this soon. My buddy Classic, he sort of slammed me on Twitter for buying this and a plunger, not a plunger, but a flusher for my toilet. I had to fix it the other day. He said I was going to flush this crap down the toilet. I thought that was pretty funny, but you got cage matches from everybody. I never saw, so ever since Jim and I left, it's hard to find somebody to be in the DVD guy, so I hadn't had anybody show you exactly what this is. You got Kerry Von Erich, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Watched him as a kid when I used to wrestle with my wrestling buddies. I used to be the Texas Tornado, and he used to be Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and we used to call each other the British Texans. And we used to wrestle the wrestling buddies. We marked out at WrestleMania 91 when they were on the same team. But you also got the Road Warriors. You got Lex Luger, who I'm really surprised got on the cover of a DVD, and Ric Flair deserves to be on the cover of every DVD in the world. All in all, they chose to put WWE on the cover for Edge. Well, no, honestly, I think they should have gone with somebody from farther back in the past, maybe like Hulk Hogan or something like that with a bigger name, because you got all these other legends on the cover, and then you just got Edge sort of sitting there, who is a legend of the day, but not a legend of the yesterday. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? And on the cover, on the inside covers, you got CM Punk and Jeff Hardy, and then right over here you got Ric Flair beating the crap out of him. You got an insert. Insert doesn't have anything about what's on the matches. You got the Randy Orton movie on one side. You have the Triple H movie on the other side. So that's crap. You did not get a match insert, as they haven't been doing. WrestleMania, they came and they put the match listings on the inside. They weren't nice enough to give that to us this time. So you're going to basically have to print out a slip from WB DVD News as soon as it becomes available. But there is 1, 2, and 3. Nothing really crazy about the artwork on the inside. You got the steel cage printout. Nothing on the bottom except for reds. But right there, the one match on the back that really caught my eye that I was really pumped up for was Ric Flair versus Kerry Von Erich on the Christmas Star Wars from 1982. That was the one that was like, that's going to be the first one I watched. I watched the history, or the rise and fall of WCW today. I went over to the DVD shelf, and I noticed that my copy wasn't open, so I went and watched it on Netflix because I was all lazy and didn't want to open up the DVD. All in all, I saw a lot of people out there on YouTube branding out, trying to bring some money in. Mr. Wrestling 1980 put up that he was selling his own Mr. Wrestling 1980 shirts, as well as he was having his rap t-shirts. If you wear one of his shirts in his video, you let him know, you link him to his videos. At the end of every month, he's going to give away a figure to somebody who's wearing his shirt to help promote him. So I thought that was pretty cool. His shirts are 25 bucks. You got to go over to his channel to get the inside scoop on how to get them. But honestly, there's somebody out there in the YWC who is branding out better than anybody else out there. And that's my buddy FreakinYaYa88. Went to the store the other day, picked up Yaya's popcorn. This is air popped, 100% natural. It's all healthy, no cholesterol snack. FreakinYaYa88. I don't know how you did it, but you got out there in the stores. And you know what? This was only $1.25. This is some pretty cheap, affordable popcorn, that you can just, pick up. Sometimes you just don't want to have chips. So, that's it. Yeah. I'm sure you'll do your own commercials and all, but if you need a spokesman, I like the popcorn. It's pretty good.